guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, welcome. My name's Austin. Today I'm going to be bringing you a new reading vlog. I haven't done one of these in a hot minute. The last reading vlog took like a month, and so it didn't really feel like it was really recent, but you know. I've been reading The Infernal Devices, and I have not been doing a reading vlog, mainly because if you've heard of this thing called Curology, like it's a great thing. It actually makes you break out like for a good 2 months before it starts working. So that's great. So I've been breaking out a lot. Yeah, so it's gotten better for sure. So it's clearing away, but for a while I was struggling, but we're not going to talk about that at all. No ma'am. No ma'am, we're not. Today I'm going to be bringing you a reading vlog of The Diviners by Luba Bray. She's kind of old, not gonna lie. I remember seeing the old hardcover in Barnes & Noble back in high school, and I didn't pick it up because it was too big, but you know, it's fine. Sarah, Emma, and Monica are doing a Diviners read-along from the months, I believe, of November, December, and January. Don't quote me on that. I don't quite remember the dates, but I know it starts in the beginning of November for the Diviners, but I'm getting a head start on October 21st, and I'm reading, I already showed you the damn book, I don't know why, but I'm reading The Diviners. But so I'm going to be doing an audiobook and physical book reading, so it'll, you know, expedite this process. Not that I want to like rush through this, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm like on page 59. I'm really enjoying it so far. I love Evie. I love her attitude. I love her character. Just something I like that, I don't know how to describe her. She's just like rebellious, doesn't give a fuck about anything. She's like, fuck it. And then she goes to New York, and why did I lose my train of thought? She goes to New York because she's, you know, being rebellious and shit, and her parents were like, you need to go somewhere else. And so she's literally staying with her uncle, who lives, I believe, does he live in the Museum of Occult? I don't know. But what was it called? Was it the Heebie-Jeebies? Sorry, not the Heebie-Jeebies, I'm sorry. It was the Museum of the Creepy Crawlies. So I think he lives there. Don't quote me on that. Listen, I'm just been going back and forth between this and Clockwork Prince, so some things are a little blurry right now, but I mean, I'm only on page 53, sorry. I have time to recover. The character who ever released Naughty John in the beginning can go suck a dick. Like, who just randomly brings out a Ouija board during a party and is like, hey y'all. I mean, okay, I can honestly name a couple people I know who would do that. But still, like, bring out a Ouija board during a party and like, hey, y'all, let's summon some spirits, and then don't even say goodbye. I mean, granted, they're teenagers, so whatever, but still, like, y'all are messing with spirits up in here. And then the chapter where Naughty John takes Ruby into his household, and she, like, falls down that freaking shaft, and then grabs a bone as a weapon and tries to use it against them, and then she just dies, you know. Love that. It's really casual. Yeah, you know, this is a great, interesting book so far. Honestly, I love spooky stuff, so it's right up my alley. So I'm really excited to see what else is in store with this. But I'm gonna go to bed. I mean, it's only not even 12 yet, but I have to get up early for class. So I'm old, I guess. Anyway, I'm deteriorating, as you can tell. So I will update y'all whenever I feel like updating next, which should be within probably tomorrow. I don't know. Hey y'all, I'm back. Today I'm not really gonna count the days that it's gonna take me to read this, because I really am afraid that it might look really embarrassing. Because sometimes I read really, really fast because I have a lot of time, and I don't procrastinate, and I'm like, oh, let's just, you know, read on my downtime instead of, you know, scrolling through Twitter and, you know, getting nothing done. Today is day 2. That's what all I'm saying right now. And I am 103 pages into The Diviners, and I'm really liking it. Honestly, like, really not much has happened. The only notable thing that has happened is that Evie went with Uncle Will and the detective to that spot. Was it a pier? I think it was a pier, where that woman Ruby, who was murdered early in a couple of chapters before, and she touches her shoe buckle and like has vivid Vietnam flashbacks, basically, of of this girl's death, and she's like, "Ooh, that was pretty terrifying. So I'm gonna throw up," and and all the men are like, "Oh, this is no place for a girl." And she's like, "Y'all have no idea, sweetie, sweaties. Sorry, sweaty." That's pretty much what's happened. And then I found out that I think I just passed the part where Memphis and his brother Isaiah were at, what is her name? Sister Walker. That's who I'm trying to talk about. That was weird. Sorry. There's just a lot of going on right now. Like, not really much like plot development, but some stuff is at least happening, and it is capturing my attention. I'm kind of like, what I'm doing right now is whenever I have the book on me, I listen to the audiobook as I read. So I'm kind of like trying to teach myself how to read faster. I don't know if that's actually going to work, but it's worth a try, and it's making it really fun to read, like even more fun to read, because I like January's narration. It's so good. And then I think the last part I left off at was Sam breaking into the occult museum and taking whatever that thing was. I don't remember. I'm not prepared whatsoever. Ceremonial Masonic Knight's Templar dagger and scabbard owned by Cornelius T. Rathbone, died 1855. That's what he took. That whole mouthful thing. So yeah, that's where I left off, and we're gonna see what happens. Don't really like Sam, although his ability is pretty interesting, just not to be seen. I would love that ability, although, I already have that ability to begin with. Anyway, I'm gonna go and continue reading this. Sarah's at pole, so I'm just kind of sitting here. You wonder why I have a hat on and pajamas. It's because my hair is a mess. I took graduation pictures today, and I didn't know that they would be taking professional headshots, and that they would also be taking pictures without the graduation cap on. They didn't specify that in the email, so I was just thinking that it'd be okay to wear a hat today because I'm wearing the cap anyway, and if I were to put on the cap with like my well done hair, it'll mess it up, so might as well just do this. No, so I just did the cap pictures, but I think they turned out pretty great. I'm really excited about it, and it's kind of a surreal feeling to be graduating in like less than 2 months. Anyway, to repress that feeling of anxiety and approaching adulthood, I'm going to continue reading, so I will update y'all later. Okay, so quick update. I'm about almost like halfway through right now. I think. I'm, like I said, I'm reading it like alongside as like, whenever I'm driving, I'm typically listening to it, but then like when I have the book in my hand, I'm like also listening to it and reading at the same time. But yeah, I just listened to like an hour and a half long worth of stuff. I mean, it's like on 2 times speed, so around that time, maybe even 2 hours, I don't know. But I mean, still not really much has happened. There's another death, and then we find out that like he's this murderer, which we know is Naughty John, is committing these murders as like a ritual almost. And he's for some reason started on 5, and now he's on 6, and they're trying to like intervene and maybe stop 7 in order to like, what I'm gauging is that when they complete the ritual, it brings back the Antichrist, which is, casual, I guess. I'm still kind of curious about, what is his name? Wow. Memphis? I think it's Memphis. I don't know why I was trying to think Murphy, but I'm pretty sure it's Memphis. His healing power, somehow, like, he came to a crossroads when he was trying to heal his mom, and he picked the wrong thing and wound up killing her, which I still don't really quite understand that either, but I'm sure things are going to be explained. Everything's kind of just really ambiguous, but I'm getting the gist of it, but like there's just, I know these questions that I'm asking right now will probably be revealed near the end, or at least somewhere along the 4 books that there are. But yeah, Memphis' situation is pretty sad, and his little brother is like having like spitting out basically the prophecy of the ritual thing. I don't know, it's hard for me to explain, like recite to you, because it's just, I don't know. I'm kind of just, I know what's going on, but I'm also just like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck is going on? But I'm loving it nonetheless. I still love Evie. She's great. Naughty John is still creepy as ever. And then we're finding out, like, I just finished a chapter where, like, we find out the backstory of the mansion and, like, Ida and all her, like, shit that went down, like, losing her parents and then, like, people coming in and, like, trying to, like, get her to connect with the dad, but then she's losing her money, and then, like, they're doing weird occultish, like, weird occult stuff. And then Mr. Hobbs, which I'm assuming is Naughty John, but, you know, I don't know. They basically transform that house into, like, a slaughterhouse. And then she's finally curious and goes downstairs, and then, like, then the chapter ends. So, but I just got home, so I guess I'll read that either later on tonight or tomorrow. But I will update y'all. I don't know how to, like, I feel like I'm not describing it well enough to you, but, like, I feel like there hasn't really been much explained yet for me to describe it accurately. I don't know. I really don't know. But nonetheless, I like it a lot. I like the characters. I'm loving the spooky vibes and, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I'll update y'all later whenever I, you know, make another chunk. Or make another chunk. What the fuck? You know what I mean. So I'll talk to y'all in a bit.
When you think about it, it's like 3 different things, and you can talk about it for like a minute. I guess. I don't know.
So a little update. It's been like a week since I've read this book. I love an egg, like a really, like, one of those Easter eggs that you dip in, like, during Easter, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, you dip it in the red dye and, like, it's kind of tinted, but it kind of, like, that's what it looked like. You know what I mean? Anyway, it's been like a week since I read The Diviners, but I got a big chunk of it out today, and so I only have, like, around, like, it says 6 hours, but since I'm listening on 2 times speed, it's probably like 3 hours-ish. I have like 160 pages in the book really left to go. A lot has kind of happened. Basically, he was starting to, like, kick out Evie, and then she was like, well, I have a gift, and it'd be stupid of you to kick me out when I have a gift. So, yeah, she has a gift, and he knows now, but no one really else knows, but I'm sure that's going to come out fairly soon. And they found the new body that had, like, no feet. Cool. And then some guy, I guess he was one of the brothers, confessed to it, which is weird. There's just a lot going on, like, and I feel for Evie because she's like, I'm confused. I am confusion because he didn't know the right answer. He was lying. He said that when I told him that he mailed the eyes to the police or whatever, he said he did, but she made that up, so she knows he's lying. And here we go, and Memphis's brother Isaiah, like, put a hand on Gabe and was like, don't go under that bridge, like, you'll die. And he's like, silly you. And then he goes under the bridge, and guess what? He probably died. That's where I left off. I'm pretty sure he died. Like, but I like the little symbolism of Gabriel, because he plays the trumpet, and tied to the biblical illusion, you know what I mean? It's 5 o'clock, 5:28. I stand corrected, and it's been a long day. I had a test this morning that went amazing, I guess. It's common law. I don't like law. I can never decide. Like, I'm horrible at doing, like, true and false, since that's all it is really. So I love my life. So that was fun. And then I just wrote a short story, and then I started reading. So that was pretty much the extent of my day. Also, it was like 73 degrees when I left the house this morning, so I was like, oh, I'm just gonna wear a shirt today, it'd be fine. I don't want to, like, burn up at campus and, like, you know, in that afternoon heat. It just be getting to you in the city, it really does. And so I was like, you know, I'm gonna make this right decision and wear a short sleeve, what I'm wearing right now. And I know the low said 55 or something, but I didn't think it was gonna happen this early. So storms swept through the whole city, and I guess it brought along a huge cold draft, and now it's like 50 degrees outside. It was 73 like 2 hours ago, but I just love the city. I love Georgia. Anyway, I'm gonna go and finish reading. I'm not sure if I'll finish it tonight or not, but we'll see. I'm gonna get some of it done. We'll see. And maybe I'll film a video. Maybe. Depends on when I wash my hair, because I'm not filming the video in a hat. Although technically I'm doing that right now. Anyway, bye. I tried to vlog and too many cars are going by, but yeah, anyway, they figured out that Nutty John has come back from the dead, but you know, they're not taking it too lightly because Gabriel died, and that was an interesting way of him dying, literally hung up like an angel. Cool, not creepy at all, you know, whatever. I forgot, like, wasn't his like mouth ripped out or something? I literally just listened to this in the car and I don't remember. And then we're learning about Data's ability. I'm assuming that she could just turn her body like really fucking hot. Well, I don't know. It hasn't really gone into detail yet much about it because she kind of just blacked out when it happened. I really hate the lighting in here. So I'm gonna try to start vlogging in other places besides my car. But yeah, I have not mustered the strength to just whip up my phone and start vlogging in public. I tried to do it today in the hallway, but there was just a couple making out and like screaming. I don't understand. Like, your partner's right there, but anyway, it's none of my concern. Yeah, I have like, let's see, maybe like 30-ish pages left in the Diviners. Don't ask me why, that since I do have like, let's say, about 3 hours between my first class and my next, which is when I do most of my reading, and I had like 3 hours-ish left of the book to read. Don't ask me why I'm still not finished. That is an attack. I procrastinate a lot, and I like read a chapter and get on Twitter, and then I'm like, oh, I need to keep reading, and then, you know, the struggle. Anyway, I made a lot of progress today. I read like at least like 50, 75-ish pages. So, let me just recap on what happened. Basically, they visited the wife of, Mr. Hobbs, and she's like, I love Satan. It's basically what she's saying, and she just wants to, her backstory was pretty sad. Yeah, she just wants to be Satan, and he comes in, and she thinks she's gonna be the 11th sacrifice, like being like his wife as they rise up, but she's wrong, because he made her the 10th sacrifice and cut out her tongue, which is so romantic, right? You just want a copy of your lover's tongue, and eat it. He eats the body parts. I don't understand. But they went to Brethren, is that what it's called? Found his body, dug up the pendant. I don't know why I couldn't say that. They dug up the pendant, and then they got caught by the other Brethren, whatever. And they were chased down the hill, and then they shot Jericho, and then it's unveiled that Jericho is a cyborg, basically, and then he helped his friend kill himself. Love that. It's just really dark. And then, but I don't know if I approve of this romance between Jericho and Evie. I mean, I kind of do, but I feel for Evie because like her friend really likes him, and she's like can't have him, but technically she doesn't own what she doesn't have. So I don't know. We'll see what ensues. I'm pretty sure they're gonna get together. But yeah, that happened, and then they went back and they're trying to like do that thing where she's drawn the pentagram, and then they're gonna put the pendant in the middle and put salt around it to like capture the spirit and then destroy it. And then there's a knock on the door, and then it's the detective, and they received a tip from, so basically previously Naughty John told Mary, his wife, or ex-wife, whatever, to write a note that Will was the killer, and that they'll find something in his house, when he had gone and like traveled inside their house and like left a shoe buckle in there, which clever. It just didn't look good. They seemed like they're insane, which yeah, they do seem like they're insane. So Will and Sam, who confessed to taking the buckle with him, go downtown, and then basically they don't think the pendant is what's tying him to the plane anymore, and that it's something inside the house within that like secret room that is kept hidden that is tying him. So they're gonna go back to the house, her and Evie and Jericho, and I'm assuming destroy it. But I don't know how they're gonna do that. There's a lot and like, also Blind Bill, I don't know what the fuck he did. Like, he grabbed onto Isaiah's head and like sucked out energy from him so he could see briefly, and then now Isaiah's like incapacitated, and Memphis got arrested, cool, for like doing nothing. And then there's a lot going on. So I don't know how it's all gonna wrap up within 30 pages. I know there's like 3 of the books after this, but like I don't know if like this story is supposed to be a complete story and then we move on from that, or I don't really know. And we haven't like really delved into really what a diviner is. We've only seen much of what Evie can do, rather than like Sam and Memphis and Isaiah. I mean, we see what Isaiah can do, but it's not really like, what use is he to this thing at all? I don't know. It's just a lot. But I will update. I'm sure when I get home, I'll go and finish this book because I need to finish it. Like, now. I need to know the answers. So my hair looks great in this shot. I just finished reading The Diviners, and man, oh man, that ending was amazing. There was just a lot to unload in 30 pages. It was a lot happening. Like, basically it started off with them in the house, and then the house is like basically breathing cool, and then Jericho looks into the wall and like gets hit with dust, and he gets basically intoxicated and falls in the shaft. And then here comes Nada John walking up to the door, and she freaks out, goes downstairs, and finds out that the room, either it's the room or it's the entire house, that's what is tying him to the realm. And so he intends to make Evie his final sacrifice for tearing out her heart, which is cool, I guess. Like, cute. And then she decides that she's going to take her own pendant that James gave her and bind him to that pendant and destroy it, which I was afraid it wasn't going to work, and at first she was going to die. I know there's like 3 other books, but like, you never know. Honestly, like, you never know. There's some series out there that just be killing. I really like the ending. It was very satisfying, but I know that there's just like, this is just like a snippet of what is to come. Like, it like lingers on a much grander villain, I guess, in the last 3 books. So we'll see what that's about. I guess the man in the I literally just read it, and I don't remember the name of the man in the hat. Whatever hat it was, it's one of those Abraham Lincoln hats. That's what it is. But I just steam pipe. I definitely give this book like 5 out of 5 stars. I really, really enjoyed it. I wouldn't say it's like my favorite book, but it's really close. Like, I think that the next 3, they could just get better. So, you know, we'll see how that goes. But it definitely is, I mean, technically, I guess it is one of my favorites, but like, I guess, I don't know. I really don't know how I feel. I definitely feel that it's 5 out of 5 stars, and that it was really, really good. I have to like sit on it for a second to think if it's actually going to be like a favorite of mine or not. I don't know. It's really not that serious, but I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I hope that like made sense. But yeah, 5 out of 5 stars. Potential new favorite, if you get my gist. And I think I'm definitely gonna jump into the second one, but like not straight away, just because I gotta finish Clockwork Princess, because I need to finish that series. Like, and like, plus to read along, you have the whole month of November to read the first book, and I already finished it on the 5th of November. Humble brag. So I have plenty of time to just, you know, read another book and catch up on a bunch of other stuff. And like, I have to go to the library in person to give them like proof of my address just to get a card. But once I do that, I'll be able to jump into Layer of Dreams, because I really want to listen to it on audiobook. Because January, she was great. That audiobook was amazing. It like basically the voice of every character was different, and so I definitely want to listen and read at the same time like I did this time. Could be fun. I'm gonna peace out now and go to bed, and then start Clockwork Princess tomorrow, finish it, and then I'll probably do another reading vlog on either The Toll, probably The Toll. No, definitely. Like, I'm definitely gonna do a reading vlog on The Toll, and then I'll, you know, do a reading vlog on Layer of Dreams. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. There's more to come, and hopefully weekly reading vlogs will be a thing pretty soon. But right now, my schedule is very hectic, so it's like 1 to 2 books a month for me. Love that for me. And I also really procrastinate on things, so I need to work on that. But anyway, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!